Morning. How are you doing?
Fine, sir.
Okay, I just made this go live on YouTube. I'm gonna start calling the calendar. When you hear your case call, please make the appropriate announcement. For the record, today is June 27th, 2022. This is the 8:30 a.m. preliminary hearing calendar. My name is Brad Gardner. I'm going to be presiding over this calendar. Position number one, State of Georgia versus John Anthony.
State's ready. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rhonda for Mr. Anthony. I'd like to pre-try that with the state.
Okay. And good morning to you also, Ms. Hill. Position number five, State of Georgia versus Michael Billingsley.
State's ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. That'll be a hearing.
Okay. Position 11 is has been removed. State of Georgia versus Sophia Chandler.
That was a consent bond previously done.
Okay. Position number 12, State of Georgia versus Sylvester Craig.
State's ready.
You're still muted, Mr. Rogers.
I apologize. How you doing?
Good morning.
That'll be a hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Position 14, State of Georgia versus Andra Crenshaw.
State's ready.
Do we know, is that you, Mr. Rogers?
Yes, sir. And that'll be a hearing also. I may double check with the state beforehand, but other than that, it'll be a hearing.
Okay. Position 15, State of Georgia versus Nathaniel Dawson.
The state's ready.
Your Honor, I need to speak to Mr. Dawson before I can make an announcement.
Okay. Position 18, State of Georgia versus, is it Kawan Jackson?
The state's ready.
Chris Toles on behalf of, that's will be a hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Tolles. Position 20, State of Georgia versus Jackson.
State's ready.
And that'll be a hearing this morning, Your Honor.
Okay. Position 23 has been removed, State of Georgia versus Colleen Johnson. Position,
Colleen.
I'm sorry.
What's the name, Judge? You said Colleen Johnson?
Yes,
Okay.
Colleen Michelle Johnson.
That was a fast track show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a fast track previously done. I didn't have it on my calendar. I apologize.
Okay. Position 24, State of Georgia versus Dontrell Johnson.
State's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Mr. Johnson. That will be a hearing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Position 27, State of Georgia versus Keandre Johnson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kirby Clements from Mr. Johnson. That'll be a hearing.
Okay. And I'm assuming Ms. Freeman, the announcement from the state is state's ready.
Yes, state's ready.
Thank you. Position 30, State of Georgia versus Antonio Mormon.
Judge,
Attorney Render here on behalf of Mr. Render. I'm sorry, Mr. Render here on behalf of Mr. Mormon. I was retained this morning, Judge. I'd like to pre-try that with Ms. Freeman.
And Judge, my officer is in a public safety training today, and I did let Attorney Render know that the officer was in training.
Okay. So I'm going to mark it a pretrial with the state. Position 31. My understanding was this case was indicted Danielle Moore?
It was
Oh,
indicted, Danielle
I'm sorry.
Muth. It was.
Okay, so that's gonna be removed. Position 33, State of Georgia versus Javonda Perry.
State's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Ms. Perry, that will be a hearing.
Okay. I see that position 39, State of Georgia versus Antonio Phillips has been removed.
Yes, Judge, that was a consent button previously done.
Okay. Position 50, State of Georgia versus Bryant Robinson.
Judge, that officer is on annual leave today. We ask that it be rescheduled.
And yeah, and I'll move to dismiss and then I'll speak to Mr. Robinson in the meantime.
Okay. And we'll take that motion up at the appropriate time.
In the meantime, Sarah, how long is the officer going to be out?
It's just today.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I have position 58 is being removed, State of Georgia versus Tanisha Smith.
That was a bond previously done.
Okay. Position 59, State of Georgia versus Amadou Talley.
The state's ready.
Good morning, Judge. That's my client. I'm going to talk with Madam Prosecutor.
Okay.
What I need more than a hearing lab test, that's going to contend, Ms. Freeman, you know, is the baobab roots, just ground up roots. Let me stand down and just to talk with her, Judge.
Okay, is this the case where you only represented the one charge?
Right. They're two separate charges, Judge. They figured there was something else going on with him regarding some cigarettes that were being purchased in mass. I don't have that case.
Okay, what's the warrant number that you're representing? Do you have that?
Oh, I could go.
Well, I'll tell you, the charges I have before me are identity fraud, obstruction or hindering display of license plate, forgery, first degree, concealing the ID of a motor vehicle, ecstasy trafficking, giving false name, address, date of birth, forgery in the first degree. So are you representing him on the allegation of the ecstasy charge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
so I two separate, they're going to be two separate detectives working on that. One is the stop where they found some kind of substance. I was trying to share my thoughts with Madam Prosecutor on that. Apparently, separate from that was there was something else going on with them. I do not have that case.
okay, I'll let the two of you speak. But what I'm seeing doesn't necessarily match up with what you're saying, Ms. Rockwell. So I think it's better that you and Ms. Freeman speak and we can get clarity. Ms. Freeman, do you have any idea who's representing Mr. Talley on the other charges?
Judge, I don't.
Judge, Attorney Scott Fortis here. How are you? I have
I'm
Mr. Talley on the trafficking case.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, third base. So okay, well, we'll figure this out. Because what you're telling me, Mr. Fortis, is that you and Ms. Rockwell are both claiming to represent him on the one charge, but we don't have anybody representing him on the majority of the charges.
Correct.
Judge, as far as the forgery and whatnot, I'll just take all of those.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll allow, what I'll do is Ms. Freeman, if it's okay with you and Ms. Rockwell and Mr. Fortis, I'll put the three of you in a room together to kind of figure out what's going on so that there can be one announcement made and we can be able to move forward.
No problem, Judge. In
That's
the
fine.
meantime, speak with Mr. Fortis separately.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. I thought it was in person, so I came down here. That's why I was late.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Position 66, State of Georgia versus Nieto Teles.
State's ready.
Good morning, Judge Gardner. Rhonda Hill for Mr. Tellis. More than likely, I'm going to need to ask for a reset because Mr. Tellis requires an interpreter. And I only learned that late Friday afternoon, not in time to request an interpreter, but I'd like to pre-try that with him before getting a reset day.
When you say pre-try with him,
He speaks some English, but not enough to where I feel comfortable proceeding with his hearing without an interpreter.
okay.
So does he need a Spanish interpreter?
I'm sorry?
Does he need a Spanish interpreter?
Yes.
Oh, we can get that for you. Hold on.
You can? Okay. That would be great. If that's the case, then yeah, we can proceed today.
Okay. But I'm going to mark it pre-trial with client.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Position 68, State of Georgia versus Raheem Titre.
Judge, that was moved to July 6th.
Okay. Position 71, State of Georgia versus Gerald Wheeler.
The
I'm
state's ready.
I'm not showing a lawyer.
Judge, that's my case. Mr. Fortis again. I have Mr. Wheeler as well. If I could pre-try that with Ms. Freeman, that'd be great before
Okay.
we start.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 75, I signed a consent bond on that this morning. State of Georgia versus Jason Wheeler. Position 78, State of Georgia versus Antoine Williams.
State's ready.
That'll be a hearing this morning.
Okay. Thank you. Position 80, State of Georgia versus Joshua Wood.
The state's ready.
And Your Honor, Bill Matos is assigned to that case.
Okay. Montos. Ms. Davis, do we know if he has knowledge of today's preliminary hearing?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, I'm not sure either. I haven't heard from Mr. Matos regarding this case. I actually have not seen Attorney Matos in a while now. So I'm not sure if he was aware of this hearing or not.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look into it. Miss Mary, would you try to get in contact with Mr. Montos and see if he knew about today's calendar? Miss Davis, do we know when he was assigned this case?
A very long time ago, Your Honor. It has been on the calendar.
Yeah,
I'm
looking at, says November 3rd of 2021 when
it keeps getting continued.
Yeah.
I think he's aware. He should be aware.
Okay. That completes the call of my calendar. Is there anyone that expected to hear their case call that was not called?
No, I think we called all of them, Judge, and I would say when we start, I know Attorney Render had asked to be in a breakout room with myself. If you can put us in a breakout room, And then
Okay.
after I finish with Attorney Render, you can put me in a breakout room with Attorney Fortis.
Okay, and I'm gonna put Attorney Fortis and Ms. Rockwell in a breakout room while you're meeting with Mr. Render.